Well, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about seeding different kinds of flats. We're going to look at an open flat that we're going to actually broadcast, and then we're going to use the drill method or technique as well. So we're still planting a variety of different seeds. We use different containers for a variety of reasons. This particular one right here I like using, especially when I'm running out of space in my greenhouse, and it allows me to actually put more plants per square inch than some of the other techniques. So I'm going to broadcast the seeds into here. As you can see in this one, I've already packed this one, and this is pretty deep, but it allows me to actually grow the roots so that we can get some pretty good transplants out of this. So it's durable, it's smaller, it works for us. Everybody has kind of a different kind of flat that they use, but I use this open flat for some of my broadcasting. There really isn't a lot of good dispensers, so I just kind of use my hands. And I have to kind of visualize where the plants are going to be once they germinate. So what I do is I just kind of sprinkle them over the top. Now this one right here, I'm going to be putting a little bit more cover on top of it, primarily because these seeds are a little bit bigger, so they can go down a little deeper. So I'm going to kind of move those around a little bit. And remember, the whole purpose of this is so that I can put more per square inch than some of the other techniques that you've been watching. So I'm just doing that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just push them down into the soil so they have good contact. Try to get them away from the edges. Now you could go ahead and now fill this in with some soil that the soil that is planted in, or what you can do is just vermiculite, and that's what I choose to do, is the vermiculite, primarily because I get good porosity in it and it covers really well. But I'm going to put a little bit more than I normally did, like if you watch the one on the Speedling flat, where we have lots of smaller seeds. Some folks will prefer to put their own plant potting mix in here, and that's okay too. Okay. Okay, and then I'll try to even it up. And then of course when I get this thing moist, it'll stay in pretty good position for it. So that right there is an example of seeding an open flat with the broadcasting method. So that's the first technique. The next technique I want to show you is going to be on the drill method. Okay, this is going to be the drill method. And in this one, this is a little bit different kind of a tray. As you can see, it has these furrows already in them. And again, this is really nice when you have some smaller kinds of like herbs and vegetables and that sort of thing. And you can harvest them basically in a row. And that way you can, I think, utilize the space a lot better. So to do that, I start off with this pencil, and I just kind of smash down the pencil so I can get the depth of my soil just right for the seed that I'm going to be planting. Now I'm using some snap peas, so they're kind of large, so I'm going to push those down. And I normally probably wouldn't use that mostly. Tomatoes would be one, pepper would be another one, but I want you to see the seed. That's why I wanted it to actually use the peas. I'd usually use something a lot larger, but here is, you can see I kind of depressed it down just like this. And now what I'm going to do is, again, hand method, and I'm just going to drop them in so they're spaced evenly. And as I do that, I push them down just a little bit so they stay in place. And this takes, it's a little faster than putting it in the Speedling flats. But this one I have a little bit more control, primarily because it's a little bit bigger seed. And I'm putting it about a quarter and then 1/8 inch apart from each other. And again, this one you could actually put the soil on top of, and then some vermiculite. I'm just going to stay with the vermiculite. And again, these are easy to fill with soil, and they're easy to use. And then when it comes to transplanting, when you prick them out of the flat, these work a lot better. Alright, and there's basically that's the drill method. I hope that's helped you visualize what it is that you need in terms of the equipment, and also how do you actually make this happen. But again, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. See you in the lab. Thanks. Bye.